Hello my friend, today I will tell you about my family. He is my grandfather. Her, his name is Mr. Ahmad, and she is my grandmother. Her name is Miss Rahaini. They are my grandparents. He is my father. His name is Mr. Dani, and she is my mother. Her name is Miss Neneng. They are my parents. He is my uncle. His name is Duhari. And she is my aunt. Her name is Dewi. And she is Nabila. She is my cousin. She is my young sister. Her name is Balkis. And we are children of Mr. Dani and Miss Neneng. Thank you.
Hello my friend, I will tell you about my family. Check it out. Mr. Suwanda, he is my grandfather. Mrs. Sumiati, she is my grandmother. They are my grandparents. Mr. Asep, he is my father. Mrs. Nida, she is my mother. They are my parents. Mr. Henry, she is my uncle. Mrs. Eliza, she is my aunt. And Nadia, she is my cousin. And then me, Zahra. Sahran is my old brother. Sakila is my young sister. We are children of Mr. Asep and Mrs. Ida. Thank you. That's all.
Hello guys, I will tell you about my family. Check it out. Mr. Aas, he is my grandfather. Mrs. Udin is my grandmother. They are my grandparents. Mr. Haris, he is my father. Mrs. Alice is my mother. They are my parents. Mr. Gilang is my uncle. And Mrs. Misdayanti she is my aunt. Ilham is my cousin. And me, Raisha. Mahira is my young sister. She is my young sister. We are children of Mr. Haris and Mrs. Alice. Thank you.
Hello my friend, I will tell you about my family. What's me? Mr. Abang, he is my grandfather. Mrs. Rukoya, she is my grandmother. They are my grandparents. And Mr. Ade Hartanto, he is my father. And Mrs. Dede, she is my mother. They are my parents. Mr. Rudy, he is my uncle. And then Mrs. Yaya, she is my auntie. And then Sarah and Endang, they are my cousin. And it's me, Nabil Al-Habsi. Ina, she is my old sister. Kalista, she is my young sister. We are children of Mr. Ade and Mrs. Dede. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Hello my friend, today I will tell you about my family. Mr. Satibi, he is my grandfather. Mrs. Duarsi, she is my grandmother. They are my grandparents. And Mr. Rifat, he is my father. And Miss Nina, she is my mother. They are my parents. Mr. Widi, he is my uncle. And Mrs. Lenny, she is my aunt. And Danis, he is my cousin. And me, Naufal Muhammad Akbar. Ryan, he is my young brother. And Shakuina, she is my young sister. We are children of Mr. Rifat and Mrs. Nina. Thank you.
Hello my friend, today I will tell you about my family. What's me? Mr. Mehmet, he is my grandfather, and Mrs. Tin, she is my grandmother. They are my grandparents. Mr. Asep, he is my father, and Mrs. Wati, she is my mother. They are my parents. Mr. Hassan, he is my uncle, and Mrs. Siti, she is my aunt. And Yunus, he is my cousin. Me, Zeki, Lukman, he is my old brother, and Najwa, she is my young sister. We are
Children?
We are two children of Mr. Asep and Mrs. Wati. That's all. Thank you.
My friend, I will tell you about my family. He is my grandfather. His name is Mr. Basuki. She is my grandmother. Her name is Mr. Aisha. They are my grandparents. He is my father. Her name is Mr. Wawan. She is my mother. Her name is Mr. Widya. They are my parents. Mr. Agus is my uncle. Mrs. William is my auntie. Naila is my cousin. Fahmi is my all my brother, and I don't have a sister. Nibila, we are children of Mr. Wawan and Mrs. Widya. That's all. Thank you.
Hello my friend, today I will tell you about my family. Mr. Swaib, he is my grandfather, and Mrs. Wana, she is my grandmother. They are my grandparents. Mr. Faisal, he is my father, and Mrs. Desi, she is my mother. They are my parents. Mr. Tapa, he is my uncle, and Mrs. Rini, she is my auntie. Abdal, kalau semua apa Mister? Thousand. Abdal, thousand. Me, father. Adnan, he is my young brother. Abai, he is my young sister.
Hello my friends, I will tell you about my family. He is my grandfather. His name is Mr. Dadam. He is my grandmother. She name is Mrs. Iyah. They are my grandparents. He is my father. His name is Mr. Rahmat. He is my grandmother. She name is Mrs. Nanti Hayati. They are my parents. Mr. is my uncle. Atika is my auntie. Jahra is my cousin. Mira is my old sister. Me, Nita, where are children of Net Opera. Oh, Mr. E.